A must-see in Linz is the Botanical Garden. Visitors of the Botanical Garden's tropical house will be greeted by a humid atmosphere resembling the tropical climate. Tropical plants are the most endangered plants on the planet. Except for trees, the most significant plants of the tropical rainforest are the epiphytes. These plants are attached to their hosts high in the canopy. Thus, they have an advantage over plants restricted to the ground, where there is less light, and herbivores may be more active. In this collection, you can see orchids, bromeliads, visitors can also have a look at the plants that yield such well-known crops like banana, cocoa, pineapple, and vanilla.
The Bruckner Haus Concert Hall in Linz, Austria was built by Finn Heikki Siren in 1974. It's not only an impressive example of modern architecture, but represents all the cultural and social life here in Linz. The event center, which was nicknamed the Linzer Tort when it opened, is made of steel and glass and has garnered a worldwide reputation of being one of the best concert venues. Karajan, Bernstein, Bohm, Masbal, Abbado, and many other great conductors have performed here with the world's leading orchestras. The biggest event here is the annual Bruckner Festival, along with a wide range of other concerts all year round for music lovers. The Mozart Haus in Linz, Austria is where Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart composed the Linz Symphony in 1783. The three-story Renaissance-style house was built in the late 16th century and originally was the home of the Count of Thun. Visitors will be interested to see a fresco of the Count's coat of arms painted by Professor Dimmel in 1957. There's also a 17th century arcaded courtyard and a plaque in memory of Joseph Urbanski, the designer of the Puslingberg Railway. He also lived here in the late 19th century. You can't miss Mozart House when you're in Linz, Austria. It's all about Mozart. The Trinity Column in Linz, Austria stands in the middle of the main square or Hauptplatz. It was carved in white marble by Sebastian Stumpfegger in 1723 and based on a model from Antonio Beduzzi. The column has 3 inscriptions. These announce the dedication of the column to the Holy Trinity by the guilds, the emperor, and the people in Linz. It's in gratitude for deliverance from the dangers of war in 1704, from the fire in 1712, and the plague in 1713. The column is surrounded by the patron saints Sebastian, Florian, and Carlo Borromeo.
The Ars Electronica Center is a must-see in Linz. In the virtual reality of Gulliver's World, the borders between the virtual and real worlds begin to blur. Visitors can create their own fantasy landscape, design aliens and monsters, and let their very own virtual world come alive. Like in Alice in Wonderland, there are no limits placed on creativity. With the World Creator, the users can freely position mountains, meadows, and valleys around the globe. They can modify existing characters and assign specific characteristics to them. Those with their own conception of a figure can access the modeling table equipped with plastic modeling material and a 3D scanner. With the scooter, visitors can take off on their own individual discovery tour of their Gulliver's World. The Ars Electronica Center is a must-see in Linz.
The Hauptplatz in Linz, Austria, means market square. It forms the center of the old town. It was designed in 1260 and is close to the Danube at the southern end of the Nibelungenbrücke. It's surrounded by beautiful Baroque-style buildings. One of the most famous structures in the square is the Trinity Column. On the eastern side of the Hauptplatz stands the 17th century Rathaus, or Town Hall. The Fichtergasse is across from the Rathaus and is home to a beautifully arcaded courtyard. The Hauptplatz at one point was renamed the Adolf Hitler Platz, as Hitler regarded Linz as his hometown and wanted to make it the cultural center of the Third Reich during World War II. The Hauptplatz in Linz is Austria's largest town square and a central meeting point for visitors.
Make sure you visit St. Ignatius Church in Linz. Designed according to drawings by Pietro Francesco Carleone, this cathedral was built between 1669 and 1678. It was the cathedral church of the Diocese of Linz from 1785 through 1909. The single-nave Baroque church has lateral chapels and galleries, as well as a closed choir and stucco work by J.P. Spaz and G.B. Mazza. The marble high altar is by Columba and Barberini with a picture by Antonio Bellucci. The Aloysian altar picture is Bartolomeo Alamonte. The choir pews originate from the former monastery church in Garston, while the organ by Franz Xavier Christmann derives from the Ingelzell monastery.
The Ars Electronica Center in Linz, Austria, is also known worldwide as the Museum of the Future. The unique building is located along the banks of the Danube and will be the heart of the European Capital of Culture Linz in 2009. The Museum of the Future, which opened its doors in 1996, offers space on 6 floors that gives visitors some fascinating views of digital computer worlds and the latest technologies and media. What makes the museum so unique is that visitors are interactively integrated and can also experiment freely without restrictions. The center is also the site of the annual Ars Electronica Festival, which awards a Prix Ars Electronica for world leaders in computer music, animation, interactive art, and worldwide web design. Don't miss the Ars Electronica when in Linz.
Children aren't the only ones to get excited when visiting the Postlingberg. Following the ride up on the historic Postlingbergbahn mountain tram, it's only a few steps to the Pilgrimage Basilica and the panorama viewing platform. The Grotenbahn Cave Railway, where the Dragon Express runs through the shimmering kingdom of the dwarves, is another highlight. Halfway up the mountain tram is the Linz Zoological Garden, which is open throughout the year and houses hundreds of animals and a children's zoo. A ride on the Postlingbergbahn can be ideally combined with a visit to the zoo and a gentle ramble. The Castle Museum's coin collection consists of approximately 40,000 objects, including coins, paper money, currency marks, money substitutes, emergency money, bonds, metal, badges, pins, awards, coining dies, and coin scales. There are a substantial number of valuable antique coins, as well as coins from the Middle Ages and different forms of money up to the 20th century. On the one hand, there is a general collection without special reference to Upper Austria. However, the most characteristic subject of the museum is the Obdurantia, which gives insight into Upper Austria's history. The area around the museum building has been used as a sculpture park since 1996. The goal of this outdoor exhibition area is to offer a representative cross-section of current large-format sculptural works with special reference to Upper Austria. So far, 5 monumental sculptures are installed there, which is a clear sign that the program and contents of the Provincial Gallery is promoting contemporary art as well as the promotion of discussion about contemporary art. The history-laden walls of the museum are in stark contrast to the contemporary contents of the old building. Make sure to visit the Linz Landesgalerie.
The Linz Zoo began from humble beginnings to become a modern zoo in a lush green garden landscape located halfway up the Postlingberg. Today, the Linz Zoo has more than 600 animals situated within local and exotic habitats. There are cuddly animals to hold in touch, including llamas, pygmy cows, sheep, and goats. There's also a variety of birds and all kinds of reptiles, including crocodiles, iguanas, and snakes. The Linz Zoo has a petting area for children as well. The zoo has international protection programs and controlled breeding. The zoo also helps endangered species through breeding programs and then resettlement programs, placing them back to the wild. You can go online for the Linz Zoo's operating hours and admission prices. The Lentos Museum of Modern Art Linz, which opened in May of 2003, is considered one of the most important museums of modern art in Austria. The permanent exhibition includes masterpieces by Gustav Klimt, Egon Schiele, Oskar Kokoschka, Keith Haring, and other important painters of the 19th and 20th centuries. Modern art is presented in changing exhibitions. The clear and clean lines of the long building created by Zurich architects Weber and Ofer give the museum international status within the urban context. The Lentos Museum of Modern Art is also a standout building at night. It's located directly on the Danube between the Nibelungen Bridge and the Brucknerhaus. The uniqueness of the building is due to its transparent glass casing, which is beautifully lit at night. If you'd like to take a look at that now, you can go online and check it out. Google Stadium in Linz is home to LASK, that's Linzer Athletic Sport Club football team, their soccer team. The team claims to be the third oldest soccer club in Austria. Besides the connection with the local soccer team, the stadium is used for other international events. After the stadium celebrated its 50th birthday in 2002, it expanded and further developed to be Upper Austria's premier sports venue. In addition to athletics, the stadium also hosts cultural events like rock concerts. John Fogerty and WrestleMania are some of the other events hosted at Google Stadium. For a list of upcoming events at Google Stadium, you can check them out online.